They're called beast blockers.
Beast blocker. That's
Stop hornets, yellow jackets, and wasps. Stop robbing bees. Stop mice. Minimize bee drift. Stop predator invasion. Easy, effective way to close the hive entrance so no bees can leave while still having excellent front ventilation. Beast blocker.
Beast blocker. Nice. Well, there you go, Travis.
All right.
You set up with the beast blocker for life.
Thank you, thank you. There you go.
Here's my hair swag.
You ran your hand through your hair and your hair went.
Welcome back, y'all, to 628 Dirt Rooster channel, where hobby beekeeping is a way of life. Hanging out with Chavez. This is Travis Atkins from BeWise LLC, Duncan, Oklahoma.
Hey, Rooster Crew.
He's got his Starbucks with him. He got renamed Chavez when we were in California, or on the way to California, and they were calling his name. Little girl was calling his name, and she's going, Chavez, Chavez, Chavez. And we're all just looking around like, she's calling him Chavez. Somebody named Chavez. Travis. So we got a honey tasting, a creamed honey taste off today. Not really a taste off, I don't guess, but a sampling. We got Greg done with Simply Done honey, and then we got BeWise creamed honey. I've had both. Well, Greg sent us some new samples. I've had his regular cream honey before. Great stuff. I'll put the contact info below in the description. I've also had several of BeWise cream honeys. Good stuff. So we've got some new what do you call it? What did he call it?
Flavors?
What did he say? What did he call it? Did he call it flavors? Our new product. So Greg sent us some new flavors that he's testing out. One is the chocolate. These are all going home with Travis, because I can get more. Greg's an hour from me, so I can get more. So these are all, we're gonna test them, but these are going home with Travis. This is the chocolate. This is the original pure cream honey, and the print on it is getting a little small for my eyes. But this one here, I thought it was another pure cream honey, but this is a
lemon,
organic lemon, and then a cinnamon. So we're gonna taste all these 5 together today, kind of give an opinion. Greg actually he didn't know I was going to do this. He said you test them, see if it's worth making any more, or if I should just throw it out. Knowing Greg and his products, I would say it's probably going to be really good, or he wouldn't have sent it to me to begin with. So we're going to break the seals on all these right now and put them to the test. Palate cleansers for between rounds. I don't know which one should we go for first. Which one interests you?
Well, I say we start with the originals.
Okay, let's do the originals. Now you do your own cinnamon.
Yeah, I don't have any cinnamon with me, but I do. Okay. I do make.
So this
cinnamon.
is your original. Do you know what that honey is off of?
It's going to be a wildflower mostly.
Okay.
Just.
Simply Done honey. There's what it looks like in the jar. He's presenting in glass with plastic lids. BeWise LLC. Oh, look at that! It just makes you want to lick the lid. This is going home with me, so I could lick the lid.
Yes.
But there they are, side by side. Pretty similar in color. It looks like pretty similar in consistency. So I'll let you try Greg's first.
I got spoons too if we want.
Okay, let's go spoons then.
All right.
While you're getting out a spoon, I'll go ahead and clean this lid off.
All right. Some got a little over ambitious with their tasting. Set that one to the side.
Now, are these recycled?
We don't need any workman's comp claims on this project.
I'm gonna go for the lid on this one.
All right, so this one's very nice consistency, very smooth, very soft. It almost has a little bit of a citrusy taste to it.
This is not anything that we have in our area, so I don't know how to describe it other than it doesn't burn going down. It doesn't have a bite. It finishes nice. It leaves a nice aftertaste, and it's not overly sweet, but it's good. Nice, creamy, smooth consistency, and it's similar to what you sent me before. I think you sent me the exact same thing before,
yes.
did you? Oh.
I know what mine tastes like, so I'm good. Similar to that, this one was not very bold in flavor, like didn't reach out and give you a throat chop or anything. No real lingering aftertaste. Went down smooth. Little bit of a citrusy flavor notes that I thought were there. It's nothing I'm familiar with as far as floral or crop. It is smooth.
Wow, it's smooth. The flavor's not far off from yours, unless I just am still tasting yours.
Yeah, this one to me does not taste the same.
It's not doesn't taste. It's not a strong taste.
No, it sure
it's not.
isn't.
It doesn't burn going down. Like some of our honey, some of our tallow honey has a little bit of a burn in your throat. So let me cleanse my palate. Let's do it. I want to try the lemon.
All right, let's do it.
Lemon? It looks like he squeezed a wedge of lemon. There's what the lemon looks like in the jar.
And visually, this, just comparison.
Yeah.
Original lemon, I think original has a better
Same color, probably.
visual appearance, presentation.
This is probably all going to be tallow honey if I had to guess. More than likely. Go ahead.
Just a little bit harder, but still creamy. Not quite as soft as the original.
Yeah, it is. Kind of got a crunch when you dig your spoon into it. I wonder if that's the sugars from the lemon, whatever lemon it added.
It's lemon, no doubt.
I got a nice big bite, so it ought to be biting me back in a second.
I think
You can almost smell it as you taste it.
Yes, agreed. I think it's got a good flavor. I would probably knock the lemon
It's strong, no doubt.
lemon
But
quantity
if
down.
you like lemon flavor, it's like a lemon drop. It's
Yes,
very similar to a lemon drop.
agreed.
Yeah, that was.
That's close to a throat punch.
It's strong, but it is a good flavor. If you like those little lemon drops, this is the one. Smooth. If you wanted to put it on some bread and have you a lemon drop bread, what do you want to go? Cinnamon or chocolate?
I'm gonna palate clean first.
Let's finish off with this cinnamon, I think. This is the chocolate. Looks, I don't know if because of the flavors in it, it's more frothy when he puts it in the jars or what, but it leaves a little, kind of a crusty look on top. And it probably is going to have the same Yeah, it's kind of like it was digging into the lemon. It's a little bit stiffer, but still very smooth, very creamy. Trying to dig a plug out without breaking the spoon off. So,
and on the lemon, there. I really didn't taste any of the honey. I mean, it was mostly just lemon.
It was just straight lemon.
Yeah.
It tastes. It's all. This is all. Comes off of raw honey, and I don't know his whole process for creaming honey, but I would assume it's just raw honey and with a flavor in it. So it's probably still got the healthy enzymes in it. Do you have to heat yours at all?
I don't. There's a process that you do bring it to 140 degrees for 15 minutes and then let it sit.
Which would pasteurize it, but I don't do that. I don't think any of this is pasteurized. I think it's all going to be raw honey product. So here goes with the chocolate. It's good. It's not too chocolatey. It's almost got a hot chocolate flavor to it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I agree. It's a real thick, heavily chocolatey influenced hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Not a weak hot chocolate, a strong hot chocolate, but
again has the consistency of the honey, but doesn't have the flavor of honey. It's more of a chocolatey flavor. Mm-hmm. So if you like creamed chocolate, that's the one.
Yeah, and on the chocolate, there's no aftertaste. It's just once the chocolate kind of dissolves and you're done with it, it's over. Lemon to me had a little bit of a lingering lemon even after the cream honey was out of your mouth and swallowed. It still had a little bit of lemon kind of hung out with you for a little bit, but then it was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, the chocolate, once you've swallowed it, it's gone. There's the chocolate flavor is gone out of your mouth. So there's you some chocolate honey, chocolate cream honey, and lemon, and regular.
All right.
And now we're going for cinnamon. Cinnamon is probably the most popular flavored cream honey that I know of, that I'm not really a fan of. I already smell it. Not opposed to a cinnamon, but I'm not.
Oh wow, I smell it now too.
I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, but I will definitely give this a shot. Go ahead. You go first.
It is interesting to note that the layers of color. I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of settled out different. It looks like.
Yeah. So I don't know how he does his mixtures. Some people will start their cream, and I don't know if he uses a machine or if he hand stirs. So many different methods of making creamed honey. My preferred method is a machine, just because it's much easier on my time availability. And some will start their creaming process adding their starter, 10% starter to it, let it mix, and then kind of last thing they do is they add the flavoring and stuff. All mine goes in at the same time, and so when I helps with a consistent coloring and dispersal of the ingredients throughout the whole thing. We'll see what this tastes like. Probably same physical hardness as the chocolate, maybe a little bit stiffer, but still smooth once you break through the top layer.
Yeah, I think it's got pretty much the same physical consistency as the any of the flavored. The original was softer and creamier. Or, I don't know. They're all smooth. They're all just as smooth as they can be, but a little bit harder on the flavored honeys.
So you are throat punched with the cinnamon, pretty strong. So if you just like hints of cinnamon, this isn't for you.
It's strong, but it's not bad.
Yeah,
I actually like it. I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, but I immediately feel like I'm at Christmas.
yeah, it does kind of take you there. Some little wassail.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's Christmas in October.
But again, good consistency.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say an aftertaste, but the taste does linger with you a little bit.
Yeah, it's still there.
Definitely smell it, like Rooster said, when you open the lid. But no, it's
The
good.
lemon was the one though that you could smell it while you're eating it. You feel like that anyway.
So, me personally, my tastes lend towards more of a softer notes to the additives. So for me, pretty much all the additives on here, if Simply Done went about half the quantity of the ingredients of that, would probably be spot on for my personal taste. But overall,
and I lean heavy towards stronger flavors. I grew up in the South. Everybody cooks with seasoning. Everything's Cajun flavored, whatever. I lean heavy towards taste and or stronger on the taste. So I like all these. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, but this is not something that I would throw away. I would definitely, I would eat it.
Smothered on a piece of toast with some melted butter.
Oh golly!
Ooh, look out!
Man, that and the lemon, that could be nice in some ice cream.
Oh, yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
So one thing we like to do with our original creamed honey is we like it on fresh fruit. So strawberries, blackberries, cranberries, raspberries. We'll just take a scoop, put that on the side of the bowl, and then we'll just dip our fruit into it. Apples and bananas. But my favorite is that with strawberries. Such a great snack.
The different ways you process it, or the different ways you do your creamed honey, the processes aren't going to vary greatly, but just that little bit. Yours is a little more.
It's soft.
It's soft. It'll sag. If I put Simply Done's on a stick, it wouldn't sag. But both of them, excellent. I like Greg's honey. I've had it a couple times before. I've only had the original. I don't know if all these other three flavors are brand new or if he's had any of them on the market, but certainly sellable, very edible. Not anything that's overpowering. Even if I imagine even if you don't like strong flavors, they're probably all right for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The other thing too is an example of different methods. One method in setting the creaming process is you can use a refrigerator, a cooling process, and it cuts your processing time down to 7 to 9 days total time. Or you can just set it out at room temperature, and it could take anywhere from 30 to 45 days. But in my experience, if you do the set out method, your honey doesn't set up, or the creamed honey doesn't set up as hard. And but you've got to factor that into your customer base and your turnaround time and all that as well.
Well, I do know that he refrigerates his. I've been to his place before, and I know he refrigerates his. So you refrigerate yours?
It's half and half.
Okay.
So I put half of them in the fridging process, and the other half I set out.
Cool deal. Well, that was it for the taste testing. All of them great products. Like I said, we'll leave Travis's contact info as well as Greg's in the description below. And now we're going to open a package from Ceracell.
No spoons required.
So Ceracell sent us a package a while back that I have neglected to open simply because I forgot I had it. I don't know what it is. If you don't know Ceracell, they're a beekeeping supply company out of New Zealand. Thomas is a great guy, the guy that runs the place. Thank you, Thomas, for whatever it is we're fixing to open. And I promised it to Travis. I was like, let's see what Ceracell sent you, because whatever it is going home with you.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you.
Unless it's something really nice, you know.
Yeah. Then we arm wrestle for it.
Yeah. Well, you've got a knife, so you got a leg up. Oh, I know what these are. You screw them to the front of the hive, and if you need to block off a hive, for robin problem or for wasp or for any pest. That's open and that's closed, and these screw to the front of the box.
So they always come in out the top?
Come out the top.
So it could also be used as a moving entrance?
Yeah, close off your boxes, move them, stop robbing. I think they designed them for yellow jackets or hornets, and but they'll work for anything.
Different colors so that they can orientate to the box.
So there's
pretty slick.
But I have a whole box of them, so if you need any.
Anyway, that's what they look like.
They come with the screws. Now, if you don't know Ceracell at all, everything that I've ever gotten from them has been super high quality. All their plastic stuff is usually thicker, more durable than anybody else's products. They're plastic top feeders, heavy duty stuff. I like heavy duty, and most of their equipment that I've seen is just overbuilt. And that's not a bad thing to say it's overbuilt, because I like overbuilt. These things are that way. When I pulled the first one out, I was like, they're gonna be just a little flimsy little piece of junk, but they're actually pretty heavy and thick material.
Yeah, agreed.
And these things feel like they're spring loaded the way they're built. They have a definite locking position when you open them. So that's pretty cool.
They're called a beast blocker. All right.
Thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit today. We've been up at the Oklahoma State Conference. Got to speak up there, hang out with all those wonderful folks. It was a great time. I hope they enjoyed me. They got to put up with me for a day and a half and treated me right while I was here. So thank y'all for having me out. Really enjoyed it. Thank you, Travis, for coming out and seeing us.
Absolutely, anytime.
It's nice to visit again. We get to see each other once a year anyway. But the late in the year, early visit for the next time.
Bonus visit. Bonus visit.
I also got to meet Darren Jerome, Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead, I think it is, on YouTube. Talked to Darren quite a bit, but never have met him in person, and got to meet G's Bees, Gary at G's Bees on YouTube. And I want to try to see Okie Rob, but my wife is rushing me to get back to South Texas to go see the grandbabies before we have to go home. So I don't think I'm going to be able to go by there, or go by. I was going to stop by Darren's place on the way south. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that either, unfortunately. But we met a lot of nice people while we've been here. Been a great time, and hope to get to come do it again sometime. But I'm sure next year they'll get some fresh blood in there and have somebody else. But it was a good time anyway. So
probably have to have Mr. Ed out just so he can defend himself.
Yeah, I did do a little trash talking. Got to do that. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video and the taste off, and go get you some of this creamed honey from BeWise LLC or from Simply Done, and check out Ceracell. I will link Ceracell. I'll link their contact info in the description. You go to their website and see what products they have. They have a whole line of they're a large beekeeping supply company, so they have a whole line of just about anything you need to do with beekeeping. So that was it. Thank you.
Where's Ceracell based out of?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand, but they do have a small presence here in the U.S.
Gotcha.
So I'll put all their information in the description. Go check them out. That was it. Y'all have a great afternoon.
Thanks, everyone.